Hello. Wonderful that you would come join us. I hope you're curious. Curiosity is a sign that you're awake, alive, and listening as deeply as you possibly can because you're curious. You're not afraid. You're not full of hope. You're simply curious, listening for the sake of listening. I wonder if you're curious about what Zen is. This is something that's so difficult for Westerners to understand. What exactly is Zen? Well, Zen is a Japanese word. It's how the Japanese mispronounce the Chinese word Chan. And Chan is how the Chinese mispronounce the Sanskrit word dhyana. So the real question is, what is dhyana? Are you curious? Wonderful. So if you're curious, then it'll be so easy to empty your mind of all thoughts, to let your heart be perfectly at peace, to totally relax your body, to end all reactivity, and just listen. Listen as if your very aliveness depends on it, because it does. So, what is dhyana? So, to really describe dhyana, Zen mind, let's describe what it is not. So, imagine that all of a sudden, quite suddenly, all of the anger and the greed, the jealousy and the shame and the self-loathing, all of these negative emotions, the egoic pride, imagine that all of these emotions suddenly came to an end. And further imagine that all of our precious likes and dislikes suddenly stopped. And the endless categorizing these likes and dislikes into categories of good and bad, of right and wrong. Imagine that this just ended and the mind was completely still and quiet. And further imagine that the endless habitual stream of stories that incessantly compare me and my situation to you and your situation. Imagine that this miraculously ended. And instead of these stories and this incessant stream of thoughts and feelings, there was just deathly stillness, absolute clarity. And in this silence, the one true emotion that arose spontaneously was selfless caring, true compassion, unconditional love. That the only desire and will was for the benefit of all beings. This is bodhicitta. Bodhi, awake. Chitta, mind. awake mind, awake heart, engaged in life, not disconnected in some happy state of supposed meditation, but awake and loving and engaged in exactly what is arising in this moment. Imagine this state of clarity and love right now in your heart and mind. This is dhyana, Chan, Zen. This is meditative mind. A state of perfect equanimity, non-reactivity, not reacting unconsciously, habitually, automatically to things that are arising with habitual conditioned thoughts and feelings, but suddenly, spontaneously meeting everything that's arising with an open heart and an empty mind. Now you're beginning to get the idea of Zen. You're beginning to overstand Zen, as my teacher's teacher says. You Westerners, you are so good at overstanding, he would say. When are you going to understand? When are you going to stand under? When are you going to experience this? And taste the water, the only water that will quench our deepest thirst. Then, then perhaps you'll get more serious about what it takes to bring this Zen into your life, to integrate it into your relationships. Then perhaps you'll get curious about the practices of integral Zen and how you can bring this awareness and this compassion into the relationships with those you love. Then perhaps you'll understand bodhicitta. Please join us. Join us if it serves you.